We remember Goodwood. On a stormy Monday night in 1837, the steamship Home came apart and Hardy Croom was killed with his family. His wife and their youngest, Justina Rosa, were buried in Newbern with their maternal grandfather. Hardy and his son and older daughter were never found. Greenwood Estate was their Florida home. Today it's Goodwood Museum and Gardens. Ancient live oaks grace the verandas of the main house and the history promenade. Rare plants that Hardy identified and cherished still flourish in the garden. A fourth grade lesson at leonschools.net states, a visit to Goodwood today provides guests with a unique glimpse of history and the people who shaped the Tallahassee community. Hardy's brother Brian moved in from his nearby plantation, expanded the house, and renamed it Goodwood. Hardy's mother-in-law, Henrietta, sold his North Carolina furniture and 6 of his people, including 2 children. Hardy's son was the last one seen alive. His next of kin was not his father's brother, but his mother's mother. So ruled Florida's Supreme Court in 1857. So all that was Goodwood passed from the boy to Henrietta. In 1850, Brian Croom owned 120 people and had $105,000 cash. In 1860, he had 50 people and 130,000 cash. He bought war bonds and fought for Alabama. In 1870, he had 3,000 cash and lived near 3 other Croom families he had likely owned. His Evelina died that year. In 1858, Henrietta sold Goodwood to a cotton broker from New York, $23,500 with interest at the rate of 8%. The sale included 1,750 acres, more or less, and Sam, Dolly, Ron, Mary, Jane, Celia, Easter, Parker, Daniel, Lucy, Old Lucy, Henry, Mary, Letty, Maria, Ben, Lena, Shirley, George, Patsy, Mary, Louisa, Harris, Nancy, Will, Rachel, Ted, Godfrey, William, Simmy, George, Rose, Noah, Jonas, Farabee, Moses, Steely, Matthew, Alfred, and Letty, together with the future issue and increase of the females thereof. A month before, Brian had transferred 186 people to Henrietta for $10. Surely that was by court order. 2 years later, she had 20 adult women and 42,000 cash. She must have sold the leftover men and kids. The generations who worked at Goodwood, who are leased out to others are long gone. So too their quarters and graves. Come tour the main house for $12. No pictures, please. You will marvel at the Baroque mirrors and clocks, the frescoed ceilings and black marble fireplaces, the mahogany staircase shipped from Europe, along with the artisan who made it, the servant bell calls in the sitting room, dining room, and upstairs bedrooms. You will see the high canopied master bed, the step stool with hidden chamber pot, the ancient wooden cradle at the foot of the bed. Though long since hidden, you will hear of the back stairs used by the servants to bring breakfast on fine china from the basement. Come take pictures and walk the gorgeous grounds for free during office hours. Several outbuildings have been renovated for business meetings, weddings, and baby showers. Forget the past and share the joy of your wedding this Valentine's Day on the main house lawn, courtesy of the Croom Plantation and Leon County Clerk Gwen Marshall. Wealth stolen from the lives of purchased people and their children bought the land, built Goodwood, and furnished the main house with treasure. The rare grandeur of that wealth was the story I heard when I took the tour. The grim truth of life as a possession was absent. I visited Mount Vernon in sixth grade. We loved George Washington as Father of America, even though the furniture and mirrors in his house were plain compared with Goodwood. I recall no mention of enslaved people's lives there either, though recently I found pictures of the women's quarters online. They look an awful lot like the barracks at Auschwitz, don't they? There is a difference, though. Auschwitz was never meant to hold families generation after generation.